I am right there. I love all of you. Thank you.
See, we give him compliments, and then he brings us deals that never have happened.
That's true.
This exact, and I call these iconic belts at HSN because literally this is like a staple we have here. Because think about this, when people invented belts and they put holes into the belt, that's real weird, right? Because it's always like the one right in between or one too far, one too, closer in.
That much is it.
Right? But you're like sticking a fork or a knife in there, you're trying to make an additional hole. What if we just say no holes? You can make it exactly as long, as tight, as loose as you want. They look good.
Oh, yeah.
And we're gonna give you like a wardrobe of belts. Customer pick, Bell and Howell. It's called the stretch belt. Men, women, they're comfortable. They're gonna go with everything. I'll tell you, last year, 2023, before everything skyrocketed in price, it was actually more than this. We're going down.
That's correct.
We're going in a different direction. Black Friday deal for $25.59. All you basically have to do is pick like a colorway. So the one up front is like our black, navy, brown.
That's right.
This is kind of like your tried and true.
Have to pick up that set.
Right. I would say get this one first, right?
No-brainer. Stocking stuffer, gift boxes, all there.
Then you have the black. Is that white?
Yep, black, white, gray.
Gray, black, white, gray. That's another colorway. And then these ones kind of have texture, pattern. This is the tweed.
That's correct, yep.
And the one in front of you is called Aztec.
Yeah, the Aztec is our boldest, brightest set, obviously right here in front of me. If you're a J. King lover, you're probably gonna love that. Contrast stitching, brown with the cream stitching right there. You got your black and white and your gray and white. The 2-packs in the front, I would say you definitely pick up a solid set.
Yeah.
A solid, let's call them collections, right?
Okay.
So pick up either this collection or this collection, and then I would definitely play with one of the prints because, I'm gonna step in front, Rebecca, sorry. Because this belt right here, I would have never have purchased if I hadn't been given a sample. I'll tell you the truth. I've always purchased a solid color belt. This is the tweed. It's subtle, but it elevates the look. Just adding that little bit of pattern. If I just had a black belt on, that's fine. But this little touch makes everyone believe I know what I'm doing when it comes to fashion. But where's the real big note when it comes to a stretch belt, a mesh belt? Well, first of all, it's flexible. It's never gonna cut into your stomach, right, like a leather belt does. So if you're sitting all day, if you're a delivery driver, never cutting into you. If you have a couple beers or a big meal, it grows with you. I'm really pulling that out, but watch. It goes right back in, does the job in holding the pants up. If I ever need to adjust it, there are no holes all along here. Nowhere in the entire belt. It's a tight woven fabric. And so if I need to adjust it and I pull that out, no hole there. I can pull it out, put it through there, and then look, there's the post. But watch, when I pull it out, there is no hole there when it comes out. That's what makes this so great. We even give you the extra leather like hoops here in case it's ever too much fabric. You can catch it with that as well. Tina, there is no harm in having more belts in your closet for when you need them, because the number one concern I always get is, well, which color do I choose out of the three?
Right.
And it makes me go, oh my, you think you only get one.
Right.
You know, you get all three of them.
Well, that could be 3 men in your life.
Yes.
That could be, I keep one, me as a woman, I give 2 out. You can give all 3 to someone, so it's like a wardrobe of belts.
It is unisex for sure.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
I'm gonna read the reviews, but let me tell you what my life has been like since I've been with my husband.
Oh, and one size fits everybody.
Everybody.
Yeah, sorry.
Right? Because there's no holes also, right?
Right.
But we would go through a mall, of all these 15 years I've been with my husband, right? No matter what we're there for, we would stop in the men's section, he'd walk to the belts, he would pull belts off and do this. Nope.
Well, you have to. Here's one right here.
Nope. Every
try it
single mall of my entire life of being with him, and he'd go, nope, none of these belts work, and then we would move on. 6 months later, we'd be at another store. He'd go to the belt rack, and he's like, I cannot find a belt that fits me perfect where the holes are. And I'm like, man, this is like
inch.
This is my whole life. Right?
Yes, this is a 34. This compare belt that I brought with the holes that you saw, you have to buy belts, you know this.
By size.
This is a size 34 belt, okay? So this belt is for a size 34. I'm a 30. I wasn't a 30 last year. I was a 32 last year.
See?
And maybe next year I'm going to be a 34. You don't know.
So you just buy more belts?
You have to buy more belts, or you have to take a thing and you have to poke a new hole, or you know what happens, this is brand new, but they start to stretch out and rip and they look tatted and worn and gross, and then you're like, I can afford a new belt, I just don't want to go buy one because they're $80, $100 every time. This is 3 mesh belts that work for everyone. You can share them with your husband. You can share them with your kids.
Yeah.
Do you have a nephew or a niece where you're like, pull your pants up? This is the perfect stocking stuffer for them.
This is like a gentle hint.
It's a gentle hint.
A gentle hint.
But I'll tell you something. If you always have a black belt, and you only ever wear a black belt, but you pick up this set and you have a white and a gray, I promise you, you will wear them. The white, not right now. We will wait till after Labor Day, right? Or before Labor Day? Whatever the rules are.
I don't ever remember, because I don't care.
That's a great summertime belt is the white. I should say that. Gray goes with a lot. But a navy belt with blue jeans is the hottest look in all the magazines. So if you can pick up a set that has a navy included, you should do that for sure.
Do you know who I know wears this almost every single day I see him?
Ty Mayberry.
He always has a stretch belt on every single time I see him. And then sometimes he has like them hanging in his locker in there. I see him run in there, grab belts out of his locker and leave. And I was like, oh, his pants must be falling down. So let me tell you, I read the reviews.
Okay.
It's a customer pick.
Thank you.
My favorite review was, I got these home and I threw out all my old belts. The ones that you don't use, that hang there for years and years and years because they don't fit, they look ugly, whatever it is. They're like, let's just start brand new. Someone said, I bought multiples of these sets because they're breaking it up into Christmas gifts, birthday gifts. Like, you just have the belts, right? You don't have to know somebody's size, anything. You just got a belt ready. Somebody else, multiple people said, I got this for my husband. Got it for my husband. Got it for my husband. My husband loves it. He was so happy with these belts. And then somebody said, I got this again, because one color is what my eye was on, the black, the brown.
Yeah, natural.
And then I didn't realize I was going to wear all 3 of them. A little bit outside of your box, right? So maybe you've never had a brown belt. Maybe you've never had a navy belt or a gray belt. For $25.59, to me, for this quality, is less than what one should cost. So why not get all 3 and see, maybe get outside your comfort zone?
Here's a challenge from Chad Allen's mouth to your ears.
Yes.
If you don't wear all 3 by the end of the holiday return policy,
January 2025.
honest to goodness, Bell and Howell, we'll take them back.
Oh, yeah.
We are not shy about that. Send them back to us. I promise you, when you get them in your closet, it just gives you the resource, the versatility that you don't have normally. Why? Because we don't buy belts. They're too expensive most of the time. Leather belts are expensive. Mesh belts, we didn't invent a mesh belt at Bell & Howell. Athletes have been wearing these for decades and decades because they're comfortable and they grow with you and they shrink with you. And when you have the Thanksgiving meal and the Christmas meal and you just need those few extra inches for the couple of months, but you don't want to just buy a new belt for those couple extra months, this grows with you every time. And so when you have 3 belts in your closet, whether they're for you or anybody else, unisex, one size fits all, and each side is finished. Both sides double stitched with leather tips, extra little hoop here to catch any extra fabric, real metal clasp, and all you do is poke it through any single area where it fits you the best. And if you're talking about going into wintertime, I know Tina's wearing a beautiful dress today, and you want to belt that poncho or belt that big puffer jacket, and your normal belt won't cut it, this will give you the way to do that with those big oversized things and create that waistline wherever you want it.
Everybody's buying this one. The black, navy, the brown.
Absolutely should. That should be your first set.
This is the one that's moving the fastest. I stopped to say that because this will also probably be the first one to sell out.
I believe that.
Because whenever when you're like, why does Tina tell me which one everyone's gravitating to? I'm giving you a heads up. I'm trying to help you. A girl's trying to help you out. If everybody's buying this one, and this is the one you're on the fence about, or you're thinking about it, or I'll come back later, that's why I always want to tell you, it comes with the box, so it's already a bow and go ready, right? The black was with a black box. Everything's color coordinated. If you want to give all 3 as a gift, that'd be a great wardrobe of belts. If you gift just the brown to one person, you give one to your uncle, one to your auntie, one to your nephew, whatever it is, keep one for sure for yourself, because if you gift all 3, at some point you're going to go, I could use that belt.
Yeah, and Annie's asking, how much do they stretch? Which is a great question. Thank you for leading me to an answer. I'm a size 30. You know, it fits me. You guys know me. There are reviews that are size 44, and I've seen as high as 46. That's men's sizing, of course, because a lot of women buy them for their men's. That's how we think about it. So from a size 30 to a 44 or 46, that's a lot of stretch. And in fact, watch this. I'm 5'11". I'm going to step on the end. This is how far you can stretch this belt up. Almost as tall as me. Watch this. Do you see this? Up to my shoulders. So I can stretch this belt a lot. And it's never going to be like the kind of stretchy tight that's cutting into you because it's a flexible mesh fabric. but it does the job a belt was always meant to do.
That's what I was gonna
Yeah.
say. Don't let the stretch make you think it's not doing
Right.
its job,
It always
right?
goes back.
Right? It's still gonna have structure like a belt, like you want it to hold your pants up, you want it to hold, like you were saying, like a poncho or a dress, whatever it is. But the fact that it will move with you,
You
right?
could belt anything.
Like I've had belts before, I put it on and then it made me have like a muffin top. Right?
Right.
It was too structured, too tight, right? And then I was like, oh, I don't have to do this. I need a belt, but also it's just not, it's ill-fitting.
And sometimes that's because of the holes. You're limited.
holes.
And you're not limited with this belt. Yeah.
333. How much was this last year? 26 something?
27.
$27 last year.
Plus
Somehow,
shipping. Yeah.
in everything going up in price, we're going down in price on an iconic customer pick item. So again, this is the tweed Aztec, black, white, gray, black, navy, brown. You get all three for the $25.59. So I want to make sure you grab that while we still have it. Thank
Per
you.
belt, that's like less than a coffee.
I know. That's
Hey,
what I'm saying.
I'll be back sometime tomorrow, maybe.
Are you on the show tomorrow?
We'll see.
Listen, I don't even know what's on
Hey, but
my shows.
my best girlfriend, Deb Byers,
You know what? Deb actually has been on fire.
she is.
Your improvement items, Deb, Deb Byers, come in here. I saw you had a full hour of improvement items.